fairies I was talking about was here. Yes, this is where I ran the complete test yesterday. This shouldn't work anymore due to the fishing rod now being fixed, where I think you can't pause anymore while the fish rod is out. So yeah, and the bottle dupe glitch should. I'm not sure. I'm not in touch because the thing is, at the very end of the animation, which is now the current patch, you cannot pause until that animation plays out. However, with fairies, you can, but I don't know. It might be fixed. Also, why the fuck am I fishing? Also, why am I standing here? This is not gonna help me anyway. I need to forcefully do the jump glitch here. Boom. This is how you get out of it. Obviously, that's as long as the fishing rod is fixed, that's okay. Could I do this with other items? Possibly. I don't know yet. I don't know the items, so. But yeah. So none of that. I won't be using any of that. This is just. I want to see this again because I was pretty tired when I did this, which is. I'm setting this up. The good thing about this is that it's super easy. First, I thought this would have been an issue or hard to do because of me having to do so many different things at once. I'm switching bone, switching mirror, but that's gonna also release my thing. No, it was the bottle dupe. So I'm completely doing things wrong right now. That's the hammer, wrong. That's my fairy. I messed up, but that's okay. Because I can just set it free, so let me redo that, because that... I'm still actually... Dude, I'm stuck in this animation now. I'm eating all the fairies. This is wild. I have the bottle in my hand. I didn't even know there was an actual animated one. So that's how the bottle would look like if Link held it in his hand like a 3D Zelda game. That's pretty cool. That was just... Oh, he's starting to do the weird things. Oh, but he's doing even... Now he's not completely collapsing at least. Now he's doing actual animations. This is cool. It looked like he was trying to drown himself for a second there when he laid down in the water. That looked funny. Okay, never mind. Spoke too soon. He's collapsing. And we get a pause. What was that? In the upper screen, it showed these two things. That was fucking wild. Okay, so this was a different way than what I tried to do yesterday. So this has nothing to do with me trying to capture an actual fairy, like I thought it would, because I was just thinking OT bottle duplication. So this can be done in different ways. And then if I go from this into this is what I really wanted to test. Yeah, and then there's this silver hammer, which I assume is from the blacksmith. Sometimes the silver hammering is showing up, so it's taking all these assets from the game code and mashing it into one pile, and some flying left, some flying right. But for this specific setup, without doing the actual bottle dupe, I cannot use the lamp here. So this doesn't properly work as I tested yesterday. I haven't actually tested any of this while this is going on. Oh, it's just what? Okay, so now it reverted itself after he thought the mushroom was a bottle. Okay, that's interesting. Because the other method I did yesterday, I had to do this way where he jumps, so that's a freestanding jump. I'm not sure why that counts as water right there. And can I actually fish that? Right. Um, Wait, is that text underneath me? I see a reversed E and I see a W, it looks like at the very end on a normal E. I can't tell what that is. It probably isn't what I think, but you know. So I'm just gonna have to get out of this. So I can't. Right. So now we have text underneath link. Whatever that says. And it looks like an E and two W's and an E. That's funny. No idea what that could come from. Why that? Unless there's like a thing within the game itself where this is actually on to something. If this is kind of an asset, like let's say a stone or otherwise. Okay, so during water this disappears. And during jump, and I know why during jump, because of the value going from 0 to 1 when you're actually in the air, because 2D Zeldas is a bit weird that way, obviously, because back then the hardware limitations they had, it's only making you think you're actually in the air when you're not really in the air, but it makes the game code think you're in the air. Pretty much, that's just. Oh, and now we picked up an invisible jar. Are we doing that SRM here? What is happening? What was that sound? Did I just get healed? So now I'm getting the what the fuck is those things called? The fishing? The is it a bob? I would call it, I think I would call it that in Norwegian. I'm not sure. Either way. And it's gone. Okay then. But okay, I'm carrying this object, so this would be, of course, for Ocarina of Time SRM. You would have, or pick up like a stone, it turns invisible, and then depending on the X, Y, and Z axis and the coordinates you do the next step in, you could do a, let's say, credits warp or otherwise. Now, I'm no expert on SRM in general, and probably won't ever be. Now, would the game crash? Because this, I believe, can, at least in OOT, can crash if done wrong. Or if this would be anything. I can't even throw it. I let go of it, okay. So, okay, so you can, in fact, let go of it and probably throw it as well. I just heard he let go of it. And of course, when I screen transition out of the cave, that's gonna be, all of this should be reset. So doing this in one cave like this shouldn't be, I mean, unless we're talking actual SRM here, where we could do credits warp just from this cave alone. I also noticed the timer has changed color now. Why, I'm not sure, but it's yellow, and my rupee symbol is black instead of green. So there's definitely some, I'm still in a glitch state that I can't really explain. This is just some, oh, and my item in my hand is gone. And my magic was probably low anyways, so that's understandable. Now where else can we see things? Now the B, as I understood from the glitch reports, is, or the bug reports, I mean, is so I think, but why it takes just this letter, my first letter in the name, I'm not sure why, but yeah, that's been there since the start. So at first when I saw an area name, I thought it meant like, oh, this area, but then the B version of that area, so there was gonna be like an A, B, or C of some area, but no. That's just because I named my character Beta, or by accident Bay, and a space, and then TA. And I just rolled with it because it sounds silly. But yeah, I got a golden timer. I'm not complaining. Now, could this cause issues down the line? Possibly, yes. It also changed the color of all this font and the entire border, which is, oh, and my bottle is now green and yellow. Yes, okay, so we got into SRM by accident already, utilizing these things. I knew this would be a leading thing towards that, because this is essentially overriding code or executing code however you want it. Now, because I'm no expert on SRM in general, I don't know what I could do with it without actually looking into values in cheat engine or otherwise. But by accident, I managed to get that. Now this is old patch, so this shouldn't work this way in current patch. So that's whatever. I'm gonna look away from that, but I'm not complaining that we got some different colors. I don't mind. So cool with me. The fairy looks swag up in there. It looks like some Jamaican, there's some Jamaican ganja up in there, man. Let's catch this another one. Gotta bag those fairies. I got a pink font because YOLO. And everything else is just pretty much a visual glitch. It seems. I just hope it does not. The best I could do would be to get rid of all this. Maybe it's no, it's there.